One of a couple of brothers. I hear the wind blows. Is that the wind in Montana? Is that it? It's a little blizzardy up there. This is a nice place to be if you come from Montana this week. They get set. Travis to the head. World champion Alan Bach on the heel side. Look at. They do that so smooth. How about a tie to the number one spot? 4.5 on the run for Tryan and Bach.
Boys, you have had one phenomenal year. It's time to shake one out for a go-round. Look at there. Right there, champ. Yes. 4.2. 4.2. Yeah.
Oh, he needed to drink from that cup. Alan Bach needed to drink from that cup. What a superhuman being.
We're going to talk a little bit today about partnerships and team roping's kind of like being married. Yet lots of people struggle with their relationships and that, and I think that's a thing that God has helped me with down through the years the most is how to treat my partner with more respect. I used to not be real good about it and probably not as understanding as what a person should be, and knowing that my partner is doing the very best that he can possibly do to try to help me, and that the best thing that I can do is support him and show him that I have the utmost faith in him. Sometimes we're our own worst enemy because, you know, you don't think that your partner's seeing you do it, but if you show discouragement in the arena, or you go out and you possibly say something to one of your friends and you don't think it might get back to your partner, and it's a small world out there where we're at, everything does get back to your partner. And about probably 10, 12 years ago, I really made a commitment that I would stop doing that, it's counterproductive. And Travis and I, when we started roping about, I guess it was just a year ago this month, right off the bat, we both agreed that we wasn't going to do that to each other. We were going to support each other. For one thing, I know Travis is one of the very best headers in the world, and I'm blessed to even be able to rope with him. So the smartest thing that I could do is to put all the confidence that I possibly can in him and have that show in him. And if he does happen to break a barrier or miss one, that our team did it, you know. And I try to make that a point when someone asks me what we did over at this rodeo or that rodeo, and if it's something that Travis did, I just say that we didn't do very good, because we are a team. And even though I rope a leg, and obviously Travis didn't rope a leg, Travis is the same way. He just says we didn't do any good. But I really appreciate that about our relationship.
Yeah, I mean, the same thing. I haven't been doing it as long as Alan, obviously, but I mean, the partners that I've learned with, and we both made the commitment at the beginning, was to not talk behind each other's back, and we know going through the whole course of the year and that we're not going to catch every steer. And I remember when I was like, 12 to 14 years old, and I'd see these guys once a year come up to Billings and rope. I just didn't think they ever missed, and it's not totally true. I mean, we rope a lot, and we're going to miss quite a few during the year, and no matter if you miss a bunch, or your partner's always going to be like, man, I know you can do it, and help you out any way you can, but never sitting there trying to find another partner behind your back, not going to do this. And I can just say, for example, at the finals this year, I didn't rope very good at all. I mean, as far as like, and not one time did he ever say or throw his head or get mad or talk behind my back or anything. It was nothing but encouraging. And even now, and a lot of times when people go through finals is like that, you know, that you might get talked behind your back a little bit, or you know, you might lose your partner at the beginning of next year just because you can't get over that, and that hasn't been the case. I mean, he knows I'm trying hard, and I know he's trying hard, and I try and do the same thing with him. Just if he misses a few in a row, it's no big deal. I mean, we're part of a team, and I know he ropes great, and he always has, and we just got to work together, because like he said, it's counterproductive when you guys do that. If you're getting down on your partner and talking even behind their back, say they don't even hear it, you still lost confidence in him, which ends up you doing stuff, maybe screwing up more than you should, because you're trying to make up for maybe what, say, your partner hasn't did. And just having confidence and pumping your partner up and treating it with godly principles on how you should act is, man, that's the best thing you can do. Your partner will get out of a slump, or you'll get out of your slump a lot faster. And because we went through last year, we went through a whole month in July and barely won. We might have caught 2 or 3 steers the whole month. And you run a lot of steers in July, and not one of us were down on each other. We both went through our slump at certain points, but there was not one time to where we were looking for another partner, and we just made a commitment that we were going to stay hooked, and we knew what we could do together, and we weren't bailing out on it just because we weren't winning.
That's good. Another thing we was going to talk about is the faith part of your roping. You know, and the more you commit, the more you give your heart to the Lord, it seems like the more you start giving up different things in your life to the Lord. And that was something that really stood out about Travis, I thought was cool, was you heard lots of people talk about his bay horse, Walt, how he's never going to have another good horse like Walt. And once that horse is done, you know, better watch out, Travis. You don't know really what you had there. And I remember hearing Travis just totally confess all the time that, well, God gave me this horse for a reason, for me to glorify Him with, and He'll give me another horse, probably better, when the time comes when I need another horse. And it's just so amazing how just something small like that, putting confidence in God, in what God can do in your life, and maybe tell them a little bit about the story about your Palomino horse.
Yeah,